Yo, 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 Big Kitch back up in here. I did not know MC Hammer was this dangerous. Did y'all know MC Hammer was dangerous? I ain't know. I thought he was just, you know what I'm saying? I remember when I was young looking at his videos and, you know what I'm saying? Whoa, whoa, can't touch this. Hey, I did not know he had the Goon Squad with him, and I did not know he was feared in the rap industry. I did not know that, bro. But we about to check it out. They doing a deep dive on this one, y'all. Let's get it.
That goddamn MC Hammer, very serious about beef. Y'all laugh and y'all joke about Hammer. No. That nigga was deep with niggas.
That wouldn't have been, it wouldn't have, I know who Hammer was affiliated with, and he wouldn't have to pay to tell somebody to somebody up. His people would just do it. We from Oakland. Like he wouldn't even have to say it. They just, if somebody was making Hammer uncomfortable, without him saying I'm uncomfortable, somebody around him would have came to you and said, quit making Hammer uncomfortable.
Hammer was raw dog. He did his thing. I actually used to like him.
I mean,
Outkast too? Now, if y'all didn't know, the guy who they showed was Redman, Too Short, now they got Outkast. These are OGs in the game. If they say it's real, it's real. It's real.
I'm saying on the real tip, people be talking about Hammer, but run up on him.
Hammer beat your
I bet he'll beat your mom ass.
Run up on him.
Everyone's been buzzing about Diddy being the boogeyman of hip hop. And don't get me wrong, Diddy is.
And that's one thing. If somebody can move, if somebody know how to move, like when they like Chris Brown will whoop your ass. Chris Brown put the beats on you. If somebody can move, most likely they can fight. Most likely they can fight.
Is definitely not someone you'd want to cross paths with. But let's spill the real tea here. The true boogeyman of hip-hop is none other than MC Hammer. Yes, you heard that right. Don't let the optics fool you. Hammer was not the one to play with.
Whether people understand it or not, there is a certain amount of murder and depth that comes along with the game. That's a part of doing business.
Back in the day, as Hammer's fame skyrocketed, fellow rappers couldn't resist taking jabs at him, mocking his flashy style and pop-friendly beats. But here's the juicy part. They had no idea that Hammer was secretly one of the most dangerous players in the game. Picture it. MC Hammer once checked Redman so hard.
Oh, hold on. I gotta let it ride. I thought they wasn't gonna go over it, y'all.
And pop-friendly beats. But here's the juicy part. They had no idea that Hammer was secretly one of the most dangerous players in the game. Picture this. MC Hammer once checked Redman so hard that Redman had to eat his words and apologize. And that's not even the half of it. Word on the street is that Hammer even put out a $50,000 hit on someone who disrespected him. And get this. Word on the street is that MC Hammer is the only man Suge Knight was afraid of. For those in the know, it's no secret that Hammer had a serious goon squad at his disposal. These weren't just any entourage members. They were loyal, well-connected, and ready to handle the business. Hammer's street ties ran deep, giving him the level of respect and fear that a lot of folks underestimated. So next time you hear someone talking about Diddy's reign of terror, just remember who the real king of fear in hip-hop is. If you know, you know. MC Hammer wasn't just a pop sensation. He was a force to be reckoned with. And if you don't know, well, let me fill you in on why all your favorite rappers fear MC Hammer.
Now, what person in the world would you like to have a private conversation with?
Who would I like to talk to the most right now? Vanilla Ice.
Yo, this is shocking.
Have you noticed how, despite the free internet, these young hip-hop fans still manage to question the street cred of some certified OGs? Well, one such OG, MC Hammer, is getting a major spotlight again, reminding everyone that despite his dance-friendly image, he was absolutely not to be messed with. Here's the tea. Anthony Duckett from Houston's Apollo Media posted this on X with a photo of Hammer chilling with Suge Knight, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac. Duckett captioned it, "I don't think I've ever seen anyone more out of place than Hammer was in this photo, LOL. And oh boy, did that open the floodgates of, well, actually responses from those in the know. Duckett, bless his heart, left the post up for everyone to see and pick apart, even wondering aloud why people were getting so heated. Folks were quick to educate Duckett with the facts about Hammer's infamous street ties, sharing videos and stories from Oakland legends like Too Short and Redman. And you know what? After scrolling through the replies, it turns out that Hammer might have been the most dangerous man in that photo. Now these days, Hammer's living.
Damn. Oh my God. Wow. Hey, it's real, bro, because if you ain't from somewhere, you don't know, man, you be throwing out jokes and stuff like that and get joked right in the mouth. You can get joked right in your mouth and don't even know it. Bip! Watch your mouth.
The good life, enjoying his past chart-topping success and commercially.
Oh yeah, I would have killed that right there. I would have killed that. Oh man. And see, now I know I ain't gonna make no joke about it. Now I know. I don't want nobody knocking at my door. You know what I mean?
But let's not forget, there was a time when Hammer was all about handling business if anyone dared to disrespect him. MC Hammer, whose real name is Stanley Kirk Burrell, was born on March 30th, 1962 in Oakland, California. Hammer's story is a true rags to riches tale. His dad was quite the character, a professional poker player and gambling casino manager, while also holding down a job as a warehouse supervisor. Meanwhile, his mom worked as a secretary, trying to make ends meet for their big family. Growing up was no cakewalk for Hammer. He, his mom, and 8 siblings all squeezed into a tiny 3-bedroom apartment in East Oakland. But the Burrells made the best of it, spending time at thoroughbred horse races and even becoming successful owners of some winning horses. Now here's where it gets interesting. Young Hammer wasn't just about struggling at home. He was hustling in the Oakland Coliseum parking lot, selling stray baseballs and showing all the dance moves with a beatboxer. His flair eventually caught the eye of Oakland Athletics owner Charlie Finney, who hired 11-year-old Hammer as a clubhouse assistant and bat boy. But from 1973 to 1980, Hammer was more than just a bat boy. He was the eyes and ears for the team's absentee owner, Charlie Finley, who lived in Chicago. Former MLB star Reggie Jackson was the one who gave him the nickname Hammer, because he looked like another MLB legend, Hank Aaron, known as the Hammer. But wait, it gets better. Hammer was such an important informant in the clubhouse that he earned the nickname Pipeline. Finley even joked about making him the executive vice president, giving him a special hat and all. Rolly Fingers would play along, telling everyone to be quiet when Pipeline walked in. As for Hammer's nickname MC, it came from his time performing as a master of ceremonies at different clubs while traveling with the A's and later in the military. He dreamed of being a professional baseball player, playing second base in high school, but didn't make the cut at a San Francisco Giants tryout. Still, he stayed connected to the sport, playing in the Taco Bell All-Star Legends and Celebrity Softball game, always representing Oakland with his A's cap. After graduating from McClemens High School, Hammer tried college, but wasn't feeling it, and when his baseball dreams didn't pan out, he joined the Navy for 3 years. After he was honorably discharged, Hammer decided to focus on music and started producing for other artists. Meanwhile, he borrowed $20,000 each from former Oakland A's players like Mike Davis and Dwayne Murphy. And with that cash, he launched his own independent record label business, Busted Productions. Busted Records eventually gave birth to Busted Records, and between the two companies, they had over 100 employees. Hammer was out there recording singles, marketing himself relentlessly, and his unique dance moves made him a standout. He rebranded.
Hey, y'all see how important it is not to burn bridges with people? He was able to get a loan from 3 people for $20,000 each. That's a lot of money back then. Before inflation and all, that was a lot of money. That was back then. Probably you could get a bag of chips for like 15 cents, 10 cents. I mean, when I was young, a bag of chips like 25 cents. That was a 60 grand. Probably was more than that, but you know, that's a lot of money back then.
Branded himself as MC Hammer and recorded his debut album Feel My Power in 1986. The album wasn't just a hit, it sold over 60,000 copies, and thanks to Hammer's non-stop street marketing and radio play, his music became a staple at dance clubs in the San Francisco Bay Area. His big break came in 1988 while performing in an Oakland club where he dazzled a record executive who didn't know who he was but knew he was somebody special. And despite having turned down major record labels before, Hammer finally signed a multi-album contract with Capitol Records with a whopping $1,750,000 advance. And let me tell you, Capitol recouped their investment in no time. Hammer's rise was unstoppable.
Bro, for a company to give out a loan and recoup their money, bro, You're a golden child. That's like Drake now. Well, like Drake used to be, because that nigga can't even come out with a song right now. But yeah, man, yo, if you could show labels that you could recoup that money, bro, they'll love you. They will love you. And that was 17 a million, 1.7, 1.7, bro. That wasn't no standardized million.
And his electrifying stage presence really set him apart from his peers. But you know what else set him apart? The fact that he quickly gained a reputation as the most low-key feared man in hip-hop. Let me fill you in on just some of Hammer's most gangsta moments. See, Hammer eventually signed with Death Row Records, and I'm not saying that alone makes him actually dangerous, but people seem to not know that this man took the rap beefs to a whole different level. While other rappers were going back and forth in songs, MC Hammer would put out hits on people who dissed him. Take third base member MC Serch. He claimed that Hammer put a $50,000 hit on the group all because of a little lyric in their song, The Cactus. The controversial line, "The Cactus turned Hammer's mother out," was supposedly a cheeky play on their 1989 album, The Cactus Album, and Hammer's track from the same year, Turn This Mother Out. Now fast forward to 2015, and Serch dished even more details on the Ed Lover Show, revealing that he received death threats from none other than MC Hammer's brother, Louis Burrell, during a flight to LA.
All right, so here it is. So Cactus album comes out.
Right.
And people on the West Coast loved it. Like, we just played one time, gaffled them up, and
Right.
MC8 says, I was in my car bumping the Cactus.
Right.
Album was huge on the West Coast. There was a verse on the album, on the song called The Cactus.
Okay.
That Pete Nice says, "The Cactus turned Hammer's mother out."
Oh. Okay.
Now, the line was a creative line because his album was called Turn This Mother Out.
Yeah.
And our album was called The Cactus.
Right.
So we were saying our album was doper, but we were saying it New York slick shit. Like, we
Right.
had some slick talk coming out our mouth.
Right.
Hammer thought we were talking about us his mom.
Oh.
So we have this big event all planned at the Palace in LA.
Uh-huh.
We're giving away a Jeep on K-Day, which was the first, hip hop station
Right.
to ever play 24-hour hip hop.
That's right.
And I've never been to LA. So I'm taking a wife. I got Chantel with me. Pete got his girl with him. Rich got his girl with him. Like, we're excited. Like, we're going to LA. Like, this is a big movement. This is going to be a movie.
Right.
We're in the air. And Carmen Ashurst Watson, who was the president of Def Jam at the time, picks up the phone and hears somebody say, is Third Base on their way to LA? And she goes, yeah. And the voice says, good, they're dead. This is Louis Burrell. And hangs up.
Wow.
Now fast forward to 2018, and Serch shared more details about what went down after that phone call. And get this, he said he's still not over the whole drama and has been in therapy ever since.
Walk in.
Wow.
It's the day after the American Music Awards. And we walk into Greg Mack, and we're all excited. And Greg Mack is shaking our hands, and we're all happy-dappy and, excited to be on the morning show in LA and yada, yada, yada. Cracks the mic, turns it on, K-Day, AM, Third Base is here, Product of the Environment, release album party tomorrow at the Palace, and, we're giving away the Third Base Jeep. But we got a special person on the phone right now. 5 American Music Awards last night. He's up, he stayed up on our behalf. MC Hammer's on the phone. Hammer, how you doing? Hey, Greg, man, I'm great. Yo, it's great to talk to you, yada, 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 yada. He goes, yo, I heard you had something you wanted to say to Third Base. He's like, well, I just want to tell him, I don't think it's cool for somebody to, diss their mom in a record. Like, I don't think that's cool. Now, mind you, I never said that lyric. Pete said the lyric, right? So I look over to Pete. You're a rhyme, dude. Say something. Nothing.
Ooh.
So I'm like, all right. So I say, you know what? I said, man, if you feel like we dissed your matriarchal, that's okay, but you know what you did. You know what's going on in these streets. Why don't you man up and see me face to face so we can figure this out? Stop being a... He takes a call live. Greg Mack, who's this? Rolling 60 Crip N-word. We boop, out. Security grabs us. We run out the building. We get into the van. We start heading down the hill, there's 2 blue cars. And these dudes get out, Mack 11s, pointing at the vehicle. Pookie jumps out, throws his signs up, they get back in, they leave. And when we went to sound check, the entire palace, which is across the street from the Capitol building, is circled by blue vehicles. Because the Rolling 60 got like 50,000 members.
Dang. So MC Hammer, bro, he tied with the, cause you gotta think he you said, what did he say he was born in 1962? So he Suge Knight in them OG. He Snoop Dogg in them OG for real. Wow.
So they can't get to everybody. And we can't not show. Like, it's not gonna happen. Big D is with Mike Conception the whole time. He's standing next to him. He goes to a recording session for We're All in the Same Gang. Hammer's there. Hammer and Mike have words. I don't know what was said. I heard it was something to the effect of Hammer asking Mike, why weren't they dead yet? And he says it in front of Big D. And they figure out that the only way to protect us to get into the palace that night is we have to go in as security. So we're in Kevlar, I think it was ACS Security was the name of the security company. We got the jackets, we got the hats, we got dark glasses. I'm saying goodbye to my girl. She's crying at the Hyatt because they want to make sure we get in first and yada yada. So we're in a dark van and we see nothing but dudes just circling the venue. We get into the venue. If you had blue socks, they told you to leave the building. My biggest issue to this day is I can't get over it. Because I would love to get to a place in my life where I could just give him a pound and be like, it's in the past. Like, understand, and have an understanding, yo, it was just a witty rhyme. Your name of your album was Turn This Mother Out. Our album was The Cactus. The Cactus turned Hammer's mother out. It was.
So he probably had to go to therapy and everything. He still can't get over it. Imagine somebody chasing you down the street. They pull out, hop out. That's crazy, bro.
It was a dope line. I'm good. I'm not good. I've gone through 25 years of therapy 3 days a week. I am not good. I wish I could be good.
Now let's talk about Redman, because he also made the mistake of dissing Hammer's family and quickly learned his lesson. So back in 1992 on his album What? The Album, Redman threw shade at Hammer and his parents in an interlude titled Funky Uncles. The line went, everybody yelling hammer time, he ain't ish, mama ain't ish, daddy ain't ish, ain't nobody ish. Well, fast forward to 1995 when Redman and Hammer crossed paths on the set for the final episode of Yo MTV Raps. Hammer approached Redman and delivered a stern warning. Redman later spilled to Vlad TV that he was literally chased out of Oakland by Hammer's affiliates. And as for that warning from Hammer, Redman said he got the message loud and clear.
Yo, I said, listen to my first album. When I did the skit, and I was like, you know what? That goddamn MC Hammer, him, Hammer, and the whole nine. That came up to me on MTV Cribs on the last episode they had where everybody out on, not MTV Cribs, sorry about that, I'm zoned.
Yo MTV Rap.
On the last Dr. Dre and Ed Lover. On MTV, when they had the last episode.
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah, Yo MTV Raps. When the last episode they shot, when they had everybody rapping on it, MC Hammer was there. That nigga approached me. He was like, Red, I'm gonna tell you something, you young. That I don't allow nobody to.
Now I'm gonna tell you something, young buck, you're young. Now, it looked like he gave, it sounded like he gave Redman a little pass though. But he wasn't playing with MC Search though.
About my mama, you understand me? I said, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because yo, we was already in Oakland with EPMD, and we damn near had to bounce up out of there for that. Because they had back here, back here, back here. We had to get the out of here. They wasn't playing. We was almost boxed in. And I'm at a young age too. I'm like, yo, this is not playing. And he seen me at MTV Cribs, he shook my hand, he was like, you're a youngin', I like what you do, but you just know I don't play nobody talking about my mama. And I was like, you right, man. Now, I was the cool, I wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? I was like, all right, man, you know what I mean?
You was scared,
but I was
nigga.
like, yes, sir, MC Hammer. In other words, I got the message. I heard about you, and I've seen your work and what the 357 and all them could do. I seen that. I'm good, my brother, because I got to come to the West Coast and get money. I like it out there. I like the Bay Area. So, yeah, you right. I won't talk about your mama, but.
And just when you thought MC Hammer's legend couldn't get any juicier, E40 and Fat Joe have stepped up to spill the tea. They've confirmed all those stories about Hammer's fearsome reputation. And Fat Joe recalled an interesting encounter at the Las Vegas airport that made him realize MC Hammer was a tough guy who happened to enjoy dancing, and not the other way around as some of your fave.
You know, one time I bumped into Hammer. I only kicked it with him like one time. I bumped into him in the airport in Vegas, and I seen him and he was like, yo, Joe, what's up, man? He said, yo, sit down, let's talk. I'm waiting for the plane. And he was like, yo, you know I'm not, you know, Hammer, you know, I get it popping for real. I was like, yo, Hammer, why are you telling? He said, nah, because I do the dance and all that. They don't think that. He said, yo, Joe, you know, I let it go. Like, you know, it's Hammer time. I couldn't believe MC Hammer was talking like that.
Yeah, because, you know, you got to realize, he's from Oakland for one. He's from the town, you know what I'm saying? He's highly respected and connected. You know what I mean? All the fixtures and factors know him. He knows them. He rock.
Bro, I love either way E40 be talking that. She said the fixers and factors, you know. Bro, this dude got a whole, he need to come out with like a dictionary or something. You know what I'm saying? Come out with a dictionary, bro. That should be crazy.
Well, he's heavy, you know what I'm saying? His brother gangster, Louis Barrett, you feel me? He a gangster, you know what I'm saying? He's an intelligent gangster, you feel me?
That's
so,
what
you
I'm
know,
trying to tell you, like Hammer, you know, sometimes, you know, it's entertainment. So he tried to let me know. We sat down, he was like, yo, don't get it. You know, I'm a real gangster from Oakland. I was like, yo, Hammer, you ain't got to do this to me.
Nah,
like,
he's far from a sucker.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And Hammer physically fit. I think Hammer put hands on foot. He about 4 or 5 years older than me, probably more. You know, Hammer physically fit, bro. He might put.
That's one thing about them dancers. Their endurance level is higher than somebody who be sitting on the couch all day running their mouth. Don't think you could just go up on a dance and just whoop a dancer. You know what I'm saying? Don't think you could do that. They moving around all day. There's no they burning off all the calories. Here it is, you drinking beer and smoking cigarettes all day. It ain't gonna work.
Blenders on them up. Never know.
Damn, please Hammer, don't hurt him. Makes so much more sense after all these stories. But let me hear your thoughts on the one and only MC Hammer.
Hey, I would love to hear y'all thoughts on this, man. Culture Cover be dropping them bangers, man. Boy, I ain't saying nothing else about Hammer. What about y'all, man? Y'all gonna run y'all mouth about Hammer? I think it was in Living Color used to make jokes about Hammer. This would be a couple of them shows used to put on baggy pants and make little, you know. I think CB4 did it. Who else? A lot of people used to make jokes about Hammer, but he is nothing to be played with. Nothing to be played with. Yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think of the video, man. Big Kish signing out. I'm gone.